Okay. Dr. Travis Kendall here. We just finished up an interesting case with our amazing patient Gus, and he has an interesting story. He started out at another dentist's office getting implants and actually spent a lot of money. Gus did not go cheap. He looked around and he spent quite a bit of money on implants on the top and on the bottom, and they're what we call snap-in dentures, and he actually went for the more expensive ones that had a connecting bar that connected them all. And so Gus and I have been talking for probably about a year because he was frustrated because his teeth just weren't staying in place. He wasn't as happy as he wanted to be with the amount of money that he had spent. And so we just converted him over. We ended up, is it okay if I talk about what we did?
Sure.
We ended up having to take a couple implants out on the bottom that were not in the right position, and we added new implants on the bottom. We were able to save the implants on the top. But we just got done converting Gus into fixed on top and bottom, meaning his teeth do not and will not come out anymore unless I take them out for him, which means he'll be able to eat whatever he wants. He doesn't have to worry about taking his teeth out and putting them on the sideboard at night. And so I just want to talk to him because he has been in both the removable devices and the fixed devices. And I just wanted him to talk about his story and why he did not like that and why he was willing to spend more money with us to be able to go for what I call the Mercedes-Benz treatment, which is the fixed on top and bottom. So Gus. All right, so Gus, you started with someone else. You kind of heard me tell the story. So tell me, why did you initially get implants?
Well, I'd had cancer a few years ago, and they did radiation on my mouth.
Uh-huh.
And no matter how many fluoride treatments I tried to do or anything, my teeth just kept deteriorating.
Yeah.
And at first I put bridges in my mouth in between the teeth I had left. So
Yeah.
I had about $10,000 worth of bridges in my mouth.
Yeah.
And the teeth that were holding them in finally deteriorated to the point where it wouldn't service me any longer.
Yeah.
I had seen implant commercials on TV, and I kind of investigated and looked around at different places, and I finally wound up going to the Tyler office, and Dr. Dowd was my original dentist. And like you said before, he put implants in the bottom and implants in the top. And at the first part of my journey, I just had to wear ordinary dentures
Yeah.
while my implants were
Healing.
correct. And that was horrible. I mean, they just wouldn't stay in at all.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to the point where I could get the snap-in dentures. I thought that was going to be, my fixed
Yeah.
and done. So,
Yeah.
when they first put those in, I had trouble. As soon as I was driving home, I was starting to have trouble with them.
Yeah.
And the only way I could use them was I put so much denture adhesive in there, especially on the bottom because they were only snapped in the front and not
Yeah.
in the back. And I put so much denture adhesive, I thought, well, this is no better than wearing dentures. I spent quite a bit of money. So
Yeah.
I was not happy, I was frustrated. And then Dr. Dowd passed away
Yeah.
right at the beginning of when my dentures were first put in.
Yeah.
And then you bought his business, and I became associated with you, and we started talking about ways to make my experience better.
Yeah. It took you a while because it was a bigger investment. You'd already made this investment.
Right.
And so today, a couple weeks ago, we did the temporary bottom that are fixed. And how have you liked that so far on the bottom?
I loved it. I mean, it was great. I mean, no problem. I still had the snap in on top, so they were still, if I had to bite on something on one side of my mouth, it would pop the other side out.
Yeah, so it's just frustrating, right?
It was not helping me at all. So.
In fact, you couldn't wait to get the tops done. You're like, I need to get the tops done. So last time we went ahead and we converted. So today we've put the tops in. What are you thinking so far? You just barely got the tops in.
It feels like normal teeth.
Feels like normal teeth, right?
Exactly.
And so since you're still in temporaries, I'm going to tell you you can't eat anything you want until we finish the bottoms and the permanents.
Right.
But if you were in the permanents, you'd be able to eat anything you want with no hesitation. So if someone was thinking between the snap-in dentures that we do compared to this, what you're feeling right now, because it is double the price in most cases,
Right.
would you say it's worth double the fee?
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't even have considered the snap-in if I knew what I knew today.
Yeah,
I would have went straight for the fix.
yeah,
For me, it wasn't really a money situation.
yeah,
I could afford to do it. I just thought the others, I had been built up so much about how great it was.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a great experience for me.
yeah. Well, congratulations on your new smile and your new ability to chew and enjoy life. Thank you for sharing your story.
I'm glad to.